bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you be watching this transmission. I'm here at the local Wendy's with some bad news. Guys, I'm seeing this more as almost an over-exaggeration of what's happened in the last, 6 to 10 weeks. And not only that, it's a direct attack on the working poor and middle class. And what am I talking about? Well, there's lots I'm talking about. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, if you don't mind, and set in your reminders for Mike in the Night and Trends in the Housing Market, where we have call-ins and people call in to actually discuss what's happening in their neck of the woods when it comes to these topics that we cover here. Okay, so here it is, guys. Well, there's an advertisement there. Let's go to article reading, please. Here we go. Let me adjust this so you guys can see it perfectly. Wendy's is reportedly facing temporary beef shortages as the U.S. meat supply runs into issues. I went shopping the other day, and the cost of beef is just hamburgers is just doubled in price. I understand there's a distribution issue. Everything's shutting down. But are they blowing this out of proportion? Are they taking things way too far? So here it is. U.S. meat supply runs into issues. Because I don't know if you guys how long you've been watching my channel, but I'm a meatitarian. I've been a meatitarian most of my life. And this is not good. And I see it, honestly, as a direct attack to the middle class. Not by Wendy's. Not by Wendy's by all means. No, I love Wendy's. No. Not by, Dave and all that. No. It's more of a, I don't know. And, on the channel, we talk about affordability and affordability issues in housing, and that leads to affordability issues in transportation, then affordability issues in buying food. And this, a lot of people rely on, because a lot of people can't afford to buy the good, healthy food at all times, right? So fast food chain Wendy's and other restaurants that serve fresh beef are facing threats of beef shortages as worries about the meat supply chain grow. According to the report, Wendy's has struggled to maintain enough supply this past week and to keep up with the demand for its burgers. Wendy's issued a statement saying that it is closely monitoring the situation. So they might have to switch to frozen stuff for now. I'm not a director of the company. I understand that their meat is fresh, and you could tell when you eat it that there is a complete difference from the average burgers you eat anywhere else. But they might just have to switch temporarily to frozen stuff just for now, just till they get, you know what I'm saying? Many meat processing plants have temporarily closed over the past few weeks, leading people to fear that meat shortage is coming to the U.S. Customers have been seeing bare meat cases in grocery stores. I did today. A couple of areas were completely wiped out, right? They did get bacon back, which is very crucial to help sustain life on Earth. Bacon is crucial. And other restaurants have made shifts in their supply chain, such as McDonald's Canada, which recently announced it would temporarily begin to source beef from outside of Canada. Uh-oh. If America's having problems, where is it coming from? Mexico? Mexico's got a lot of cattle farms, too. Mexico's a lot of cattle in Mexico. I lived there for 2 years, I know. Both McDonald's and Restaurant Brands International, which owns Burger King, told Restaurant Business that they don't expect any shortages. But RBI said, what is that, runs batted in? Said it's obviously on the company's mind. So, is this a direct, or is it just a fallout of this whole what's been happening? I got to be careful with my language here on this video, guys. So here it is. Wendy's locations face possible supply shortages as nations meet supply chain struggles. Now, is this the beginning? Could this be the end of it and we don't hear about it no more and everything moves on and they start doing a soft reopening of the country and this becomes sketched in the back of our minds? I sure as hell hope so. I drive pretty far to go to the Wendy's because there's not one in my town. It might be time to stock up on some Baconators. Due to the certain supply chains have struggled to meet their demands. these issues are reportedly causing problems for the iconic fast food chain. And I don't blame them. A lot of people eat there, and I eat there myself, so it's not bad. But, you know, the kids like to go out, get some chicken nuggets, sit down, talk. You know, it's a family thing, too, when we go out to eat, right? I got 3 babies, right? And meat shortages leave Wendy's diners asking, where's the beef? So this is the most latest one here. And with meat shortages rolling the U.S. again, let's go to here where it says, for Wendy's, shortages appear to have only affected some areas so far. So some areas are being affected by this, such as the Baconator, bacon cheeseburger, for example. We're still available to order in Chicago. So you got to get all the way down to Chi-Town if you want to get a Baconator. Wendy's didn't immediately respond to the request for comment. Maybe we should get them on Skype here and get them to give us an update on what's happening with this, because this is scary, because it all starts to break down, right? We saw it happening, for example. I would have never fathomed 2020 would be food shortage or cutting off the food supply chain, or a disruption in the food supply chain. I never would have fathomed it in 2019, ever. Okay, famine, corn shortage here in Africa, a little bit of locust movement. You know, it's all biblical, but it happens, right? But still, for this, now, is this a direct attack on the middle class? Because we've been directly attacked on our housing. We've been directly attacked, you know, being completely bought out of our own markets. Completely, you know, the price of food keeps going up. Are we going to start to see the fast food restaurants having to double the price on everything because the cost of getting in the goods? But the problem is, you know what happens, guys? You know what happens when they start to double up the price on something, or the price goes up on something, it never comes back down. That's the problem. You know, the only thing that goes up and down like a yo-yo is gasoline. Gasoline goes up and down, up and down. You know, they got to make us happy once in a while, and kind of, you know, you take off one end and then they trim it off the other, and you're paying on the other. So it's an illusion, the cheap gas prices, but it's like taking off one to pay back. It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. So here's the deal, guys. I mean, are we going to see price? Well, you know, we're going to have to make an announcement that we're going to have to raise the price by 20, 30% across the board, because the price of getting logistically, things are getting tough to get in. So I really hope we start seeing a soft reopen and things start to go back to normal as soon as possible, because we can't drag our feet on this. We need to start getting proper concrete answers. At the beginning, we're following it. We're figuring out what's happening. Followed it in Europe here on the channel. Then we're starting to see, as it transpires, it's starting to show a different story, or a different outline, or a different outcome. Right? So it's happened to our housing. It's happened to the cost of food. It's happened to even automobiles. People paying these crazy monthly payments to have a car, to go to a job they dislike, to pay for a car that they're stuck in traffic in from 30 to 50 minutes of their day. And that's a good commute, 30 to 50 minutes for some people. You know? Let me know. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. I really look forward to reading your comments. Thanks so much. Guys, don't forget to go to the channel and subscribe and become set your reminders for trends in the housing market and Mike in the Night. We'll have some open lines to get callers call in and give us an update on what's happening in their neck of the woods with these things that are affecting us, right? You know, I'm fighting for the obviously I'm in the working class, working poor, middle class. I guess I would say I'm like semi-upper working poor, like almost middle class myself. So, you know, I'm here to fight the good fight and kind of get the discussion going and get things rolling. I mean, worst case scenario, we start barbecuing from home. But the cost of hamburgers. I went to pick up that Angus steak today. Some of the Angus steak. Holy crap, the price was like $35 for 10 of them. It's like, woo! Angus steak burgers, right? I think they're from Alberta, but they're worth it. But I remember paying $18 for them last summer. for a pack of 10. Comment below, guys. Let me know if I'm just out of my tree, or this is something that, again, it's going to be sketched in the back of our minds, in the rearview mirrors as things start to go back or start returning back to normal. Comment below. Lots of love. Thanks for watching.